Leaders need new tools, new understanding that allows them to see their own problems and challenges in new ways. We are helping the community leaders to actually create new visions for their own communities. Because what we have been doing is helping them manage their own agreements in the community. They have constitutions. We support them with the strategic planning, with all these things in the context of the community. But once you actually bring them together, what you are doing, you are actually broadening their thinking.
David came up with the idea that we should have leadership courses so that leaders from every community can come, from different communities, and they can learn from each other. And more importantly, that the skills they learn can seep down to members of their community. So the impact would be much more than just dealing with one community at a time. So we decided that it would be a good idea to have leadership courses. But on the shoestring budget, it looked like it was going to be a big problem and just wishful thinking. That's when I thought I would contact my good friend, Dr. Wayne Fallon, who is a senior lecturer at Western Sydney University. And that was a magic collaboration. And Wayne designed courses and he delivered courses which are especially for the refugee community. He also, fortunately, decided that he wanted to do it pro bono.
When we were designing these leadership courses, it was really clear that we wanted to do more than develop a course that was generic about leadership. In those early stages, when we were developing the courses, we drew very carefully on the expertise and experience of David and his colleagues at STARTS to make sure that the courses were going to be exactly what community leaders needed. There were a number of important and critical aspects that we needed to cover. One thing, for example, we needed to make sure that there was an environment where community leaders could be open and honest about their work, their issues, and with each other.
And when these people come together in a residential setting, a lot of things start to happen. It starts with introduction to one another. And on the top of that, you are there for a purpose. It is a working residential weekend. So the engagement is intense, and that actually does help in achieving the bridging social capital. People come away from this residential training with new insight into other communities and to their own communities. And the essence of the evaluation tells us that social capital, especially bridging social capital, has been achieved.
I came here as a refugee a very long time ago, and I've been doing a lot of community work, networking and all that. But this course is an eye-opener, that's what I want to say, especially for people who are emerging, people who are just starting to do some work with the leadership and organization, to knowing the information and skills on a professional way. This is really very supportive.
But what makes this one different is understanding the wisdom behind different leadership strategies in cultural communities. And I found that really interesting by listening to other people who are attending the course.
Today I've gained so much about how to be a good communicator, how to be an effective leader, and how to set goals.
And I love the diversity of everyone who's coming from different culture. I think it was around 20 plus different community here. So that's something that I really love, and the way that we share our experience within each community, it's really amazing.
I think we are keen to make sure that we're able to continue to run these courses ongoingly. But at the same time, we are open to the possibility of new courses and running programs in new areas where community leaders and other members of the community see a need.
We are here, and we are here because we have a lot of passion and enthusiasm for the refugee communities. Moving forward, we have some constraints. But we have convinced ourselves that where there is a will, there must be a way to make sure that we continue with these very important and very successful courses for the refugee community.